Grand Rising. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday is the day ruled by Mars, and I'm just going to dig in and do this quickly. So, we are still in this retrograde, still in the Mercury retrograde. And these are the Ascended Masters that showed up for me today. The Miriam talks about moving through forgiveness. And so I had someone visit me from my past this morning. So definitely forgiveness was something to be aware of. And life review. And life review only ever shows up for me during retrogrades. So I know that's a very real thing that we're moving through. Review just means to look at it again. And so this is Archangel Jeremiel. So we are meant to look again. And when patterns show up and people show up, again, it doesn't mean that you failed at what you did. It's actually giving you another opportunity to express yourself from a higher perspective, to move differently, to behave differently, and to speak differently. Different gets different results. And so, Susan, I don't know if you know, when you put the request in, it'll actually put you on video too. So that's why I didn't hit the click, but you're already on. But if I hit the click, it's actually gonna open your video for you to be on video with me. Is that what you wanted? Okay, so see the other person's point of view, the Avalokitesvara. And okay, yeah, you want to be on? Because your comments are going to show up like everybody else's, but to the clicky thing, the invite actually puts you like a split screen. That's what that is. And so the Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. And every day is magical. If you stay present, okay, that's what I thought. That's why I thought I would say that. And I wanted to put it out there because I literally get one invite request every video. But I'm like, I don't think people know that. Because that happened one time and I let her on and she was actually talking to me from bed and she didn't realize she was on a split screen. And she realized it at the very end, that people were seeing her and she's like, oh my God. Anywho, the Tree of Life showed up. This talks about, the Tree of Life is all about becoming everything and balanced. So the roots only spread as far and wide as the boughs go far and wide, and they only go as deep as the tree grows deep. So when the Tree of Life shows up, it talks about balance, as above, so below, but it also talks about how are you rooted and how are you showing your outer self, right? And I love that this showed up because, first of all, it's a number one, but I've been doing a lot of work on Sanjiao energy, and Sanjiao is our inner energy, whereas the chakras and our aura is our outer energy. And I know I take up a whole lot of space energetically, but I've been creating rooms for that same depth that I am out here. So I like that confirmation. And so emotions are running high, supermoon, yes, very high. You can tell my face is a little red. But anyway, Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. And so becoming human is school, right? And what we get to learn here is what we can take into spirit, right? And that's why we play human. And I've had many conversations about really the only thing that we experience here as human that is desirable to experience in spirit as well are the senses. Our sense of taste, smell, sight, hearing, and feeling our deep emotions. We don't get those emotions in spirit. And so even when we have to deal with the tougher emotions, know that this is part of school. Like, we chose these harder experiences because we wanted to see what it would feel like to be in agony, or to be enraged, or to maybe be jealous, and see how we can take ourselves out of that to put ourselves back in a higher frequency. And so I like that that card also showed up, because in the retrograde, when people come back and you have experiences to behave different, to act different, to move different, it fine-tunes the experience. So I hold no judgment on any of that. Earth grid showed up again in the reverse again. So Earth grid in the reverse is telling me that my purpose, because this is what resonated with me, there's two messages in the reverse. One is that I am disconnected. I am not. I know that to be straight up not the message. And then it says, perhaps you have realized very recently that part of your purpose is anchoring your energy in different grid points on Earth to help inspire the fellowship into a higher frequency. And I do believe that. Especially after my vacation in Central Coast with my beautiful soul sister Diana, really feels like this is part of my purpose here. So exchanging gifts showed up in the reverse. Exchanging gifts talks about be careful what you wish for, because everything that you wish for has responsibility. That's the one. The second part message is make sure that all of your relationships are in equal exchange, that you're not always the giver or always the taker. Both very good messages for me. So I have to reflect more on this tonight when I meditate, for sure. And this card jumped out of the freaking deck for me literally right before my company showed up. So, okay. All right. So y'all have seen so much Chrysocolla for the collective pulls, and so now Sherry's pulling it. Oh, it matches my nails. Lovely. I'm gonna frame my face in the Chrysocolla. Anyhow, the Chrysocolla looks like little globes, right? It's beautiful. This is all about speaking your truth, speaking from your heart, which I did do. I moved differently. I was more brave. I did it. So thank you, Chrysocolla, for the last minute reminder. I got it, jumping out of the deck. And then Sacred Soul Sister showed up. Sacred Soul Sister brings the message that I am my best guide. And then when I move into the unknowing, it doesn't mean that that is ignorance. It actually means that I am meant to trust. And I've said that we need to befriend the unknown because it teaches us to trust again. And so I love that reminder as well, when we don't know what's going to happen next. And this was part of my visioning last night with my soul sister Rebecca doing breath work, to let go of that, to not create expectations even for the universe, right? So even when we speak our desires into the ether, we're supposed to set it and let it, right? We can say, here's the guidelines. This isn't a box. I'm not trying to put you in a box, beautiful universe. So this or something better, and then let it go. Don't live in that space. And don't expect that you will ever know how it will be delivered. And if you're dreaming, you're not dreaming big enough. Simple. So now I'm going to go because I have to jump in my car and go to see another beautiful soul sister. So thank you for sharing this time and space with me. I appreciate you. Your most valuable commodities, your time and your energy. Thank you. And please forgive me for any disharmony that I myself have created. I'm sorry for that. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you for this opportunity. I love you. I love you. I love you.